but you won't live another day. You won't live another. Oh, we're coming for you. There's no sense running. We're coming for you. Oh, we're coming for you. There's no sense running. We're coming for you. There's no sense
Hello, hello! How's everybody doing? Well, his Maverick name would be Crash Bandicoot. I mean, come on, you got Chill Penguin, Spark Mandrill, Armored Armadillo, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, it's not out of place. Hey, Joey and/or Brooke. Or probably and with how you were messing with me yesterday. But, so we're here with Mega Man Night, and we're playing X4 again, but this time we're playing through as X. So it'll be a little bit easier because I will have some distance. At least I think it'll be easier, because Zero's tough to use. He is tough. But yeah, tomorrow we are officially returning to Ukulele, and as previously mentioned, Thursday may end up being a late start because of my son having football workouts. So just keep that in mind. Saturday is either going to be Mario Kart, Splatoon, or nothing, depending on the circumstance, because we're having Brooke and Joey over, and it'll just be kind of an up-in-the-air call. So keep an eye on Twitter for that, if I can afford Splatoon. Might be able to, but I'm not 100% guaranteed. I have to get my car fixed first before I even consider buying the game. But we'll see. We'll see. Monday and Tuesday we'll return to Crash Bandicoot, as we're talking about Crash and how his name alone fits in the Mega Man universe pretty well. And then depending on how far we get in X4 tonight, we will either continue it next week on Wednesday or move on to X5. So I do not have it pre-ordered, Majinx. And I can't justify doing so until I know whether or not I can afford it completely, and I can't do that until I get my car fixed. So, Draco, can I help you? Didn't think so. But, as previously announced, the Mega Man board game mod is currently on hold until I get back from this wedding in August. So, next is going to be the 7 alternate Mega Mans. So that's the thing. Alright. There's really not a whole lot I got going on right now, so, actually, for Tabletop Sim, I'm currently working on a digital HD upgrade for the Zelda Monopoly, because the person that did it didn't do a very complete job, so I'm just, yeah, I'm just updating the whole thing, because it's good practice for, graphic design stuff. So that's a project I'm working on. I've already made some 3D figures, which you can find on the workshop now, but I'm working on a whole mod, and it's going to be a good time had by all. But yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and play the game. Double. Freaking hate double. Alright. Game start. I'm going to try and turn the cutscenes up.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
Already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
Sigma, that's enough of your scary propaganda.
You are dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you
Crash being ported to Xbox will greatly expound upon the potential user base. Although considering Crash was previously a PlayStation exclusive series, it's not anymore. I mean, I guess that would make sense considering its lack of exclusivity now. Maverick Hunters have been found at point 5567, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. The Mavericks occupy the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be the Repliforce. Roger that. I'm on my way now.
Ready.
Oh yeah. X's voice is ridiculously feminine in this. Actually, I'm pretty sure X was played by a girl. Can't touch this. Okay, maybe you can touch this a little. Don't hurt me, I'm pretty. Not as pretty as Zero, but I'm still pretty. Also, I did not turn the Elgato down, so let me know if I'm drowned out or anything. Turned it up a bit because the cutscenes in this are so poorly balanced. You're Dragoon from the 14th unit. This isn't good, X. That Maverick just destroyed the power reactor. What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? Basically, Dragoon just said, I'm out. Peace. Exactly. The city below will soon become a sea of flames. Many people will perish. I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below. So many people just died. The city has been completely destroyed. They were innocent people. I won't forget this. Seriously, if you think about it, potentially millions of people just died. Like, seriously. Whoa! That could have been bad. Ow. For the most part, yeah. We'll see if I remember where the armor stuff is. It's a heck of a lot better than Zero's. Yeah! Seriously, if I had a yeah counter for Zero, it would have broke. Ow. And that's a done deal. Who are you? I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce. My name just so happens to also be Colonel. Has the Repliforce been occupying this area? What are you talking about? I only came to save my sister, whose name is also Colonel. I mean, Iris. The army responsible for all the violence in the region is not the Repliforce. Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to HQ. Never! You're asking my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we aren't able to fight any longer. But you will be regarded as a maverick and treated as such. You might even be thought of as one, too. Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us mavericks, if this is what you wish. Wait, calm down, Colonel. Or, you know, throw a hissy fit and run off. That works too. What the? Something's gotta give. Otherwise, the entire Repliforce would be considered to be Mavericks. Oh no! Seriously, the translation for this game. Not great. It's definitely not the worst X game, though. Huh, that's 7.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment.
Draco,
Take
what are you
heed,
doing?
We have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
History! That's how you try to sound like you're yelling when you're not actually yelling.
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Neck's already stiff and I'm only 20 minutes in. Draco, why are you on the top shelf? Who are you? Call me Double, the Rookie Hunter. My liege, the Repliforce has begun its coup. My liege? Chill your pistons there, dude. Wait, Colonel, you're jumping to conclusions here. Sir, you've been given the order to scramble. Right, I'm leaving right now. I'm not even going to bother explaining myself. You're fine. You can just believe what you believe. Okay, I really don't care about where this stuff is. I know all this. Web spider. There's a cat on my desk. Draco, what are you doing? Web, he protects the secret weapon in the jungle. Spider!
Ready.
I made that joke with 0. I should probably quit. Everything explodes really easily. And leg parts. This battle should never have happened, X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why do these peace... I can't do the light voice from Mega Man 8. Dr. Wowie. Anyway. This does what exactly? Gives me a double jump and an air dash? No, not a double jump, but I can float. Whee! Thanks for the upgrade, Elmer Fudd. Yep. That's accurate. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting Mavericks. Jeez. A lot more one-up drops, though. So. Already noticing some issues with the charge shot, like the fact that if I release it before I go all the way up a ladder, I lose the shot. Why is that timing so finicky?
Ready.
Part 2. So many snakes. Okay. I gotta get used to the floating mechanic because I keep accidentally, like, starting the hover and it's screwing me up. Okay. Freaking bees. God, how long this stage is. Need to come back with the fire move. Seriously, I don't know why, but this stage felt a lot shorter with Zero. I'm okay. Bees. Coachies, if you're out there, thank you for the retweet. Much appreciated, sir. Shake, shake, shake. You've labeled us all as Mavericks. I won't let you pass. Turn back now. Oh! Ah. You should be doing the spider thing any minute now. There it is. Yep. Crap, 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 crap. Whew. Okay. The distance made that a little easier. I have far too little health to be comfortable.
You got lightning web.
Lightning Web. Yeah, all of X's moves actually make sense in their names. They're not fun to pronounce like Zero's. You got Kuenbu. You got Raijingeki. But I can use Lightning Web as a temporary... No, don't overwrite the Zero file. Temporary wall is what I was trying to say. Split As in, get out of here! No, that's later on. Okay. Really? Go away. There. Seriously, a lot more one-up drops. I hate the lineups in this area. There we go. Give me a moment. Cisco keeps watching my stream. Cisco being Broken Joey's puppy, by the way. So I just gotta say hi, Cisco. Why is my health so low? Crap.
Ready.
Game Squad.
Important
There it is.
message!
Morris, you're a little slow. Thank you, Game Squad, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Announced it in the chat before it came up on the screen. It used to be the other way around. Twitch API must be a bit slow. But thank you very much. Sorry, there was a comment on Facebook that I had to check on. Ow! Why am I so rusty? Okay. Help! Okay. Sub-boss time! Can I... Oh, yeah, that's right. You have a ridiculously pointless animation. The sound effects have a bit of a delay on them, Joey. Or Brooke. Like, they can only be used so often in a short time frame. And that is to prevent them from being overused. So I think sounds in general have a 5-minute cooldown, but then like the usage of a sound command per user has a 1-minute cooldown. Or the other way around, I don't remember. Oh. I hate this part, I hate this part. Seriously, the most disorienting thing. Gotta get that heart tank. Yep, there's that one. Okay. Right, I can't jump on the sides or this part would be too easy. earth would they want to make it easy? Here we go. Are you X? I keep getting stuff. Social media is blowing up. It's distracting me. Ah, screwed up. There we go. Mushroom puns. Oh yeah. Mega Man 2 pin set for $40. That's expensive.
You got Soul Body.
Soul Body. I feel like that's not said with enough soul. I know how Soul Body works. Alright, so Cyber Peacock. Also, how does he live in cyberspace? Is this like the first net navy? Because didn't Battle Network technically take place after like a weird space in the timeline? Took place like after X. Got the heart tank. No, no, no! Yes. Yes. Got the E-tank. One more S rank. That's not gonna help. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, get lost! I got it, right? I got it. Surely I got it. Hey! Wait, I could have used Soul Body to... Oh, alright, we'll have to replay this one. I keep forgetting, like, key aspects. I don't know who pressed the button. So yeah, we'll replay it for the armor piece here in a minute. Since I won't actually have to beat Cyber Peacock. No, I wanted to equip it. Start button doesn't equip, apparently. His potential is limitless? Not possible. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? I want my mommy. I was ordered to test your abilities. It's quite simple. What? Prepare yourself. Freaking really? Doesn't last as long as I remember. There we go. I know why it's not lasting as long as I remember. Because there's an upgrade that gives you unlimited special weapon use. As long as it's not charged.
You got aiming laser.
Move the cursor to lock onto enemies, attacks the enemy within the aiming laser. Alright, let's actually do that again, this time trying to get the S rank in the third section.
Ready.
Because that is actually an upgrade for X. These first two sections are not that bad. I can handle them just fine. Still got an S. Not a huge deal. Now. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! Still got an S. I still got an S. I believe it. I believe it. No.
Ready.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do it. Didn't I get caught by him last time? Seriously, just let me through to the third one. I really wish that I could pause during the transition so that I could hit the escape thing before it loads the next section. These two aren't that bad. Come on! Really? I should have used it there. I think I got it. That was much faster, right? Yes! Thank you! Helmet upgrade! Giving you a new head module. I can use my special weapons as much as I want, as long as I'm not using the charged versions. Don't have the Buster upgrade yet anyways. Hey, Steve! No problem for the lateness.
Steven's a weeaboo.
Well, now that I have the head upgrade, I can leave and move on to the next one.
Ready.
Saving, saving. Yep, there we go. Okay, so aiming laser is Storm Owl. Also, little disappointed that the name is Storm Owl, because I already did Storm Eagle. Owl. Gotta pronounce that W almost. These are platforms, I don't have to kill them. Oh, bright armor! Whee! Oh no, I just lost the heart tank! I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but it worked for what I needed to do. Okay. Got it. There we go. God, how awesome this ride armor is. Once you remember how to use it properly, it's awesome. Okay. Don't know why I was keeping the armor at that point, but whatever. Do not like the laser bits. No! Okay. Oh, that is a thing up there. Shoot.
Ready.
Oh, this is officially going to be tough. But I need this thing. Need this thing. Nope, nope. There we go. Okay, it's an arm upgrade. You can charge up to 4 blasts at a time. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. The arms are the most dangerous to get. I feel I did it pretty well, though. This arm part, you can fire the plasma shot, which is effective against stronger enemies. If the shot hits opponents, plasma is generated, which will cause additional damage to the enemy. This arm module is changeable. Enter the capsule to change parts. So if I ever want to do the one where I stack 4 charge shots, I can just get into the other thing. But I'd much rather have that. No, Dr. Light. No. No. Just, no. I got it. I got it, we're good. Oh, you finally got Breath of the Wild. It was nice knowing you, my friend. Ow! There we go. Also, this does allow me to charge special weapons. So I can now do things like that. But I can just use them infinitely at their regular level. Ugh. I am okay. Got him. Oh, and you got the DLC pass too. Nice. Nice. Well, now it's officially a race between you and me to see who can finish the Trial of the Sword. I've got a bit of an advantage in the fact that I've already finished the game.
You got double cyclone.
Fires vacuum cyclones left and right. Okay, I'm trying to remember who's weak to that. Because I know the boss order is a little different for X. Oh, I don't get to worry about that right now. Okay. Time to fight Colonel.
Ready.
Trial of the Sword is freaking hard, though. Colonel, stop this foolishness now. I'm in the spotlight. Is this a game show? Never! Colonel, please think this over. The Rebel Force must be independent. Our battle will determine this. Come on down!
show me.
Do I know Colonel's weakness? No. Pretty sure it's not that. Oh.
Ready.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
Okay, the next contestant on the bot is right. Is he weak to aiming lasers? No. He's not weak to anything I have, so, So yeah, this is just gonna be a fun fight. On the bright side, I had that. I will win! Somehow! Ha ha! Lots of pew pew pews. Oh, that hurt! Impressive! But the results won't be the same next time. Until then. Same Maverick time, same Maverick channel. I want to say that there's still a heart tank to get and web spiders. There is, yeah, and I need Magma Dragoons. Slash Beast. Slash Beast. That's the one. I distinctly remember as a teenager trying to learn Game Maker and trying to make an infinite runner with Slash Beast. Because he's got like a great 3-frame running animation. The Mets have little brown hats. Dude, you're fired. Can't have somebody that clumsy disconnecting cars of a train. Can't be trusted with high ordnance explosives, then we gotta get somebody else. Oh god! I'm okay. That was fun. Everybody stop trying to drop bombs on me. Stop! Okay. I want to say the last armor piece is in Magma Dragoon stage. Seriously, why? Oh, that's right. Mini boss car! Brooke, what did you send me? He's a Cisco puppy! I don't know how well this is going to show up, but it's a Cisco puppy. Watching my stream. I really appreciate that, guys. You guys put up enough with me at work. And then you voluntarily come to the stream. That takes a lot. No, Steve, I didn't say puppy, hush. Not getting a puppy. Okay, seriously, again, Lawson, what are you doing upstairs? Just here beating and banging. Yeah, Brooke and Joey know that you've now got Steve on your side for this. That was much faster than a minute in between. I gotta fix my cooldowns. Get off me! Okay. Oh, good. The entirety of that thing went into the sub-tank. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but the sub-tank fills a lot easier with X2. Not a complaint. Maybe I just wasn't getting a lot of health pickups with Zero. It is kind of a luck thing. See, great animation. It's like 3 or 4 frames. Challenging my unit was both foolish and reckless. You are nothing more than my prey. One that is soon to be retired. Retired is Capcom's American way of saying killed. Nope, nope. Could have sworn it was this. Well, I was apparently wrong. Time to fight him for realsies.
Ready.
Oh boy. Get away from me! Ooh, that was close. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. You guys are seriously pulling Kenna in on this? He's gonna come in here and go, so when am I getting my puppy?
You got Twin Slasher.
Okay, so... So that was obviously not the correct weakness order.
Ready.
Yeah, with the Twitch delay, it's hard to time the sound effects to anything proper. When it sounds good, it's usually random. They're everywhere! I seriously hate the game stage. Ah! Thought it was 3, it's actually 4. Nope. No! Okay. Do this as quick as possible. There we go. Trying to remember the best technique to get over there with. There we go. Equipped with this new body module, X. This body part will reduce damage inflicted by enemies and will gradually accumulate within. When it's filled to capacity with energy, you can execute the invincible Nova Strike. However, a single use will consume all your energy stores, so use it only to pull through tight situations. Yeah, Nova Strike itself is kind of dumb, but... See, and now I have the full armor, except the busters look wrong because it's a different piece. We got the heart tank and we got the armor piece. So now we can do part of the fight with the ride armor. X, you've arrived. Dragoon! Why did you betray the HQ? Heh, you'll have to defeat me first. But we're allies! You're so naive. Listen closely. I let the Sky Lagoon fall. I can't talk. And I'd do it again! Ha 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 ha! No! Those were innocent people! You're not Dragoon, you're just a maverick! You got that right. Power up, X. It's time you showed me what you can do. So, Dragoon just admits that he's evil. Dragoon is secretly robotic Ryu. I was gonna say, did I find like the one spot? Okay, didn't end up needing his weakness. Hadouken! You are strong, X. Such a waste. Why, Dragoon? Always wanted to fight you. Then he appeared. And he appeared. Who? William Shatner taught me how to talk. Told me to work for Repliforce. To goad you into fighting. Suddenly can talk fine. You did just so you could fight me? Was worth it. For a final duel. Dragoon! Moron.
You got lightning fire.
Shoot fire energy vertically. Effective against all airborne enemies. Some objects may be burned by this attack as well. Just some. We're going to go back here now and get some things that I can get. Really, the only thing that I can get is the heart tank. Commentary is worthy of a Kid's Choice Award. Doesn't take much for that. Seriously, who wants to put my stream up for nomination? The award for dumbest William Shatner impression while imitating a robotic dragon. Who's trying to be Ryu? Knowing my luck, the Blimpy would be fake, and I'd get slimed. Seriously. Every time I play that waterfall scene, I'm just reminded of the one stage in the Lion King game. And the award for oldest man-child who still plays Mega Man. Hey, DP. Much better. I have good friends. They're not here, but I have them. Bees! I used to be really good at placing the plasma shot to where it would take out the whole hive and all the bees. Like that. Okay, I'm getting the swing back. Nothing there. Is it this one? Yep. That's all I needed from here.
Hoopla! Hoopla!
Okay. And the other one I missed was... Okay, we just got that one. We got that one for the cyberspace. That one, that one, that one, that one. Should be good. Okay, now this guy used to be impressive for being one of the biggest sprite enemies on screen. Like, for a Mega Man game, that sprite's impressive. I think... Yeah, this leads to the EX tank. You know, unless you do that.
Ready.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Wasn't trusting the camera's lack of transition there. Look, Chill Penguin in the background. Away, crazy ice claw. There we go.
Ready.
Yeah, X6 has some wacky camera layout. That is indeed a fact. W tank. Thank you very much. I have no shame for that one. No. You will not cover everything in ice. And everything's now covered in ice. Yeah, I didn't get the heart. Trying to remember where that is. It's in the first section. Taking the lower path, it's in the first section. They sent a kid like you after me? I promise to end this quickly. Fire in your face! Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Frostman was pretty big too, wasn't he? Yay!
You got Frost Tower.
Frost Tower. Generates a huge ice block. Okay. So now we are left with the worst stage. Before we go into it, we're gonna go get the heart tank.
Ready.
Got it. Now, for Jet Stingray. I don't really have a problem with him. It's his stage.
Stingray.
But I was able to do it at 0, so...
Ready.
Get ready to listen to this all night long. I got enough health, I don't really care. Got the heart tank. That's all of them. Jumped!
Ready.
Seriously, you'll go to sleep tonight and you'll just hear woo, 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 woo. That was a poor impression of it, but you get the idea. I did it! Well, almost. There we go. Now I did it. So no different than hearing, whoa! It's not a race. I need to slow down. You, on the other hand, I don't want you around. Seriously, Jet, save it for the boss fight. Ugh.
Ready.
Good, 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 good. Crap it. Yep, that was it. Didn't need to die there, but you know. It's okay.
Ready.
Thankfully, the checkpoint system in this is a bit on the forgiving side. I say a bit because it's not great. Okay. Got it. Okay. And that's the end of the stage. Good. So I don't have to replay it. We got everything. Okay. His actually should be double cyclone. I'm impressed that you found me, but your search is over. Get ready, X! No. So then his will be Frost Tower. Ah. I remember how this works now. So double cyclone would then be probably Web Spider's weakness then. When we get to the boss replay, we'll find out. I might be able to get through X's play tonight. Oh, 9:30. That wasn't bad. I will take that. Good deal. Good deal.
You got round under.
Which is Slash Beast's weakness. And I want to say Slash Beast's weakness is power is Dragoon's weakness. And we'll test all this when we get to the boss replay. 'Cause I totally screwballed things by going out of order a bit. The Repliforce has begun assembling. Where are they? The spaceport I didn't read accidentally. We have to stop Colonel.
Ready.
Double, you've been such a faithful helper. And a good friend. A lot better than Zero, who keeps abandoning me. Like dying every game. Seriously, X3, Zero died. X2, you're putting them together from when he died. And X1, X5, Zero dies. X6, you're trying to clear out the virus from when he died. Or do I have that backwards? No, 6 was the Zero virus one. Yeah. And then X7. No. X5 is when you do the Zero virus. X6 is when you don't even have X unlocked unless you do something special, I think. No. No, that's 8. No. Which one is it where you don't even start with X? That's 7, that's why. Because it sucks. Ugh. X got so whiny in 7.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready.
You are significantly faster at that. You're stuck in such an easy pattern now. I got it. I might have been kidding. Seriously, I'd just rather take it easy. There we are. Did he just get a southern accent? Seriously, is anyone else hearing that? Round crush. Anyway. Impressive, but it's too late. What? The Rebel Force already left for space. Unbeaten, but the Rebel Force will never perish. The Rebel's nation will be born in the vastness of space. Colonel! Your chicken recipe! Share it! It's not so much questioning it as noticing something I've never noticed before. Rebel Force has flown off into space. Double, watch the ship for me. I'll go after them. Sir, reconsider what you're doing. It's far too dangerous. You don't have any other option. I'm leaving you in charge of your Double. I trust you, Double. You're the closest thing I've got to a real friend.
Not again. Hey, watch it. I'm terribly sorry.
It's me. Those hunters must not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
Roger. What a freak.
Hey, Double, what's the matter?
Double as in double agent. Plot twist! And one of the most gruesome scenes ever in a Mega Man X game.
This is another country, 17th unit. Commander X, please respond.
What happened? Report.
Nothing to worry about.
No further transmissions unless necessary to carry out the operation.
Understood.
I'm breaking contact.
And now, X will be my next target.
Alright. Seriously, X's high-pitched voice just it pains me. It's like, hey, we're gonna try and make X more like Mega Man, because we did that for his voice. See, my memory may be playing tricks on me, but I don't think 6 was that bad personally. I mean, I know I played it. I just don't remember what I thought of it. Double, what are you doing here? The Mavericks, Hunters, and Repliforce. Idiots, all of them. They're making my job too easy. What are you talking about? Double, what are you saying? Think it over in heaven, die, X. Yeah, I forgot how punctuation worked there for a second. But you know,
I'm gonna recycle you.
it's not much different than how the voice acting is in this game anyway. Evil Slash, seriously? There we go. Could you not double? I don't actually know, Majinx. Take that, Double. Damn, how could I lose to a weakling like you? Double, tell me, why did you do this? Money and hookers. You're so naive, X. I was sent as a spy from the very beginning to keep an eye on you. Double, I trusted you. That naiveness may be your fatal flaw. Goodbye, X. See you in the afterlife. Honestly, I feel like Double is the easier fight. Iris's fight can get a little messy. Double's weak to Double Cyclone. It wasn't too bad with the Buster. Once you got the pattern down. Of course, you know, that same logic can be applied to, well, everything in the game. Get the pattern down, it's not too bad. But no, I feel like Double's fight is easier than Iris's. This one's more fitting to X. Yeah, this route is much more fitting to X. What? Damage may be high, but I made it. Almost got 2 full energy tanks too, seriously. General. I already know his attacks. Unless they're a little different for X. I don't think so. General, what are you planning to do? We're going to build a nation for the Reploids. That's our ultimate goal. We'll fight anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. There must be alternatives to this. Mindless fighting. We were called Mavericks without justifiable reason. What other choice did we have than to fight? But it's too late now. Get ready, X. Basically, Repliforce is trying to start its own America because
My fate is
the Maverick
sealed.
Hunters are England.
I have no choice.
Stop that. Nice thing though is I can hit them off screen. I think I'll stick with that because it's easier to dodge the bubbles. Because one of them doesn't spawn that far off screen. Seriously though, this fight is so much easier with X. So much easier. What happened? Well, I blew your freaking leg off. That's what happened. Can't be. This weapon must be malfunctioning. General, what do you mean? Someone else is controlling it. You must hurry, X. The Earth is in danger. Alright, I'll stop the weapon myself. It's funny, because when Zero plays through, General says he's going to stop it. Because Zero can't do shit. Well, my second best friend is dead because he betrayed me. I say second best friend because X and Zero are bros for life. Okay, so this one's Dragoon. Pretty sure Dragoon's is double Cyclone. We're gonna find out. Considering I can keep my distance, though, this fight shouldn't be too bad. Really, Dragoon, you're gonna start with that? Yeah! Weakness City! You're no longer the hardest thing ever, Dragoon. Bye-bye! Seriously, Dragoon's fight sucked with Zero. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to finish this tonight. Who do we got here? I don't remember anything but Dragoon, because that was the one I always kept trying to do with Zero. This is Storm Owl. So, aiming laser. Body check me. The one thing I hate about aiming laser is, honestly, the aiming part. I understand that's the namesake, but I mean, it's cumbersome. Okay, so Web Spider should be double Cyclone. Or not? Twin Slasher? Oh wait, no. Dragoon's not double Cyclone. Or Dragoon is double Cyclone. You're Twin Slasher. And from the looks of things, it just does bunches of damage. It doesn't actually cause a weakness thing. Get lost, you boss spider wannabe! It's like, I just used double Cyclone on Dragoon. Why did I think it would work on Web Spider? Oh no. Here we have Peacock? Peacock. Soul Body. Really? Have I forgotten? I apparently forgot that Peacock tries to appear on top of me. For a brief moment, I forgot how to play the game. Next. Okay, if I keep playing like that, I'm an idiot. Okay. There we go. Not too many left now. The headpiece, DP. The headpiece allows for unlimited usage of the normal level special weapon. If I charge it, then... excuse me. Then it will, expend usage. then makes this ridiculously easy. Because almost everybody ends up with Spark Mandrill Syndrome. Oh yeah, the neon green water. Yeah. It's not much better on this end. Seriously, how did you have health left? There was nothing in your bar. Piss green? I don't know about you, but my piss isn't neon. I want to get that checked out. Alright. I don't know why, but Split Mushroom reminds me a lot of Clown Man from 8. I'm actually really looking forward to Legacy Collection 2. Because 7 and 8, I really enjoy, regardless of the terrible voice acting in 8 and the cutscenes that are just abysmal. As a whole, I really enjoy 8. And 7, I would honestly say, is my favorite of the original series because I was a Super Nintendo kid. Ecto Cooler High C. There we go. There we go. Okay, everything, well, except for the weapon tank is full. We'll try to fill that up because the Nova Strike uses it. Let's see, so that would leave Slash Beast. I broke your claws, kitty! Seriously, this is all he can do now. Excuse me, he can jump. No. Not X7. Original Series 7. No, not X7. No.
Hoopla! Hoopla!
That's what X7 is. It's just a bunch of hoopla. This is amusing. It really is, X. You're Sigma! My plan to keep Repliforce and the Maverick Hunters at each other's throats worked perfectly. Double did a good job as a spy. Why you? Repliforce are the fools this time. Now all that's left is to destroy Earth and slash prices on cars with my scythe. I don't know. With the very weapon they made. No, I'll never let you do that. Try hard, X. Your life depends on it. Oh, and we don't get a fancy cutscene because there is no backstory necessary. Because that is the cutscene that explains how Zero was created by Wily and is the start of the Maverick virus.
Are you ready for your final journey?
Where are we going? I'm trying to think if Kuenbu was the best thing to use on him in the second phase. Double Cyclone, maybe? You are very good, X. But not for long, and you won't be able to evade this attack. This very dodgeable attack. Oh yeah, he does that thing. Nope. It's not that. Wind Slasher. That didn't work. Ground Hunter, maybe? Soul Body. You have a boss weakness? You do! Okay. Just wanted to spend a little bit of time figuring that out. I'll just use the plasma shot for the final phase because that'll be the easiest thing to do, especially against the one big head. I think I got it from here, guys. Spidey sense is tingling. Maybe I should use the web. Technically, I could probably dash under that, but it's so much easier going over it. Much more reliable, too. Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. I actually dodged that pretty well. Need a ROM site. Well, I'm not gonna do that on stream, Joey, but I can message you something later. Feel my incredible power. No, put your pants back on. Drown in the empty vastness of space. You'll die now! I know my outlook settings are out of date. Yeah, there's... I don't know, I just find it personally easier to use the Buster in this fight. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, you know what? I'm not okay. Oh, kids are in trouble. Okay. I got him. For that form. Yep, one more to go. Almost got it. Whew, that took skill. Come on. That hit that time. That's okay. We almost got him. What am I doing trying to hit him with the pea shooter? Got him! It happens from time to time, DP. What's so funny? There's a monkey in the funny act. This weapon is aimed straight at Earth already. No one can stop it now. Damn! Goodbye, X. Oh, I have to leave. Erpadur. Okay. General! The weapon can be stopped with my body. But then Many of my men have died. As their leader, I must leave with them. X, please forgive our foolishness. General! Also, it's really weird when he says, the weapon can be stopped with my body. That one's not... Oh! I was like, that was not supposed to be an auto timer. No, Joey popped up the command. It's supposed to do that. Okay, I thought the bot was broken. So that takes care of that. Floating codpiece! Oh.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
0.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Zero finally figured out what he's fighting for.
It's all over. Go home and rest.
Zero. What if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero!
I'm not putting up with your piss and moan fest. Just, but no.
Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me.
I did beat it, Joey. I did. Oh. Yeah, seriously. Zero's like, I'm not listening to this. Bye. And then he listens to it anyway. But still. So that is Mega Man X4. The Zero run is up on YouTube already in the Mega Man X Collection playlist, so if you missed that, you can watch that there. That one took 2 streams to do because Zero was ridiculous. Woo! Hoopla! So next Wednesday, we can officially move on to X5. Tomorrow is going to be Ukulele. We'll be going back to that. And that'll be tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow might be a late start because of my son's football workouts. They go to 7:30, so I might get home a little late. But, no, Steve. No. Absolutely not. Oh, not yet, anyway. Oh, honestly, I've got 5 and I've got 6. And I've got to make them last long enough for the Legacy Collection 2 to come out, so I don't have to play 7 right away. I'm trying my hardest to avoid it. Yeah, and then Saturday, as mentioned, will be up in the air. But if I do stream, it will either be Mario Kart or Splatoon, depending on whether or not I can pick up Splatoon on Friday. Gotta get my car fixed first. But once that's taken care of, we'll see where it goes. But again, that one's up in the air. Just keep an eye on Twitter for whether or not I'm able to make that stream. And then Monday and Tuesday we'll be back to Crash, and we'll make more progress in Crash 2. So that's, yeah. And then at any point when I get free time, which is why it doesn't happen very often except for Sunday, I could play Batman Arkham Asylum. That's the casual stream though, so there's no bells and whistles with that one. It's just I start the game, I play the game. If you guys show up, great. If not, I'm playing Batman. But once I finish Arkham Asylum, I'm going to move on to Arkham City, and I'm going to use the Adam West Batman costume. Plus, it'll also eventually give me an excuse to play through Arkham Knight again. But yeah, and of course you can catch all this on YouTube if you ever miss a stream. I'm regularly uploading things. Right now, Crash, Batman, and Mega Man are all getting uploaded regularly. Ukulele will be uploaded. I just finished uploading the Zelda DLC stuff. So pretty much everything that we've done in the past month or so is on YouTube now. So there is that. Yeah. So that's everything I got going on, guys. I gotta say, thank you very much for being here. It was a fun night having all of you here. And hope to see you tomorrow for Ukulele. Really hoping the green and purple patch pops. I know I've been saying this every time I bring it up, but I want that patch. The battle has ended, yet somehow X doesn't feel quite right. What caused all those robots to turn Maverick? Will it happen to me someday? Has X just realized his tragic destiny? It appears that X will have to solve this mystery one day. Soon. Well, considering that there's 2 ways to go Maverick, one is the virus, and the other is just being an asshole. Vile is the first one. Well, we'll go back to the launcher. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Ukulele. And if you want to catch more Mega Man, it'll be next Wednesday. All of this is at 8 p.m. Eastern, except for the casual stream, which is just whenever. So if you don't want to miss that one, turn on notifications. And as always, guys, thank you for playing, and I'll see you next game. Bye-bye!